Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Behemoth back with some Girls Frontline 2 Exilium today. Made quite a bit of progress off stream on this one. This isn't going to be one that I stream every solitary second of, because frankly there's too much background stuff, too much random nonsense that takes place for me to justify streaming every single minute of this. So I'll just do the occasional one for this every now and then. I'll do a video on it. Alright, so I just need to get to that space first. Weeding Scholar, what do you do? 3x3 and deal melee physical damage. Stop hit dealing damage and ignores cover. Eliminate all enemy units. Okay, so I need AoE. This thing doesn't have a ton. Now, what do you have? You need to eliminate everyone in a single turn. Alright. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to get this one right now, but okay, so I think I need to... Yeah, I'll have to fight that one a little bit later. I don't know the right technique for that inverse cipher event. I'll have to take a look at that. Roll through here, check all my dailies, and get them out of the way at least. Now, I do believe most of my folk are right around the 28 line. Oh, that's one thing I could probably do right now. To show you all the folks I've ended up with. Because I have pulled a couple new ones. Good old Groza doing Groza things here. And we got Kwangju. She, I'm pretty sure I had in the last video. Observing and pondering. She's my first shotgunner I got. gigantic stuffed lizard of some sort, conveniently carrying additional shotgun shells for it. If you've got a gigantic stuffed lizard, you might as well give it some shotgun shells. What the hell is that? Baton of some kind? A bat? I think this symbol tells me how much they like a particular gift. Because I've seen just normal smiley faces on these, and then I've seen these super wide grin smiley faces. So I'm thinking she's more fond of these particular gifts, but don't know for sure. Probably explains it somewhere. Hey, V, I followed. I'm a video editor. I edit shorts, long videos, thumbnails, and much more. Feel free to add me on Discord for further details. Ema Lysilo. Alright. Let's see here. Okay. Now the background is all the same for all of them. Like, this is the same general area that Groza has. Yeah, whales, plants, bottles of stuff. So is it like one bed that they all have to share? That'd be kind of crowded after a while. Yeah, even she's got the same one. You can see the little edge of the plant pot over there and all the assorted stuff up here. Or they just have the exact same thought processes when it comes to internal decoration. Oh, that's enough of that nonsense. There are things what need shooting. So I believe the second video, the second stream I had done with this, I was about halfway through second signal. So what I will do is I'll play the last two videos here and the videos in the third chapter, just so you folks can get a quick reminder of what was accomplished. That's the boojum.
pt.3 移動。ネメシス。
Need more guns. Didn't have enough guns.
もしもし、隊長、隊長。撤退。 のデカブツ逃げてる。ネメシス援護射撃、ここで仕留める。閣僚回帰。キリがない。隊長、隊長。ネメシス、右から援護して。まとまりつく。
Alright, so that's a basic idea of what happened. That one, big ugly Boojum showed up. And that should be the end of this particular conflict.
あんたたちが来たってことは指揮官も無事なのね。もしもし指揮官、もしもし。
ブブー、ダメみたいですね。
混濁した叫び、燃焼、死してなお生きる。ネメシスが敵がまだ残ってるって。総員警戒。
ありゃりゃ。あれに気づくなんてやりますね、ネメシスちゃん。
無駄口叩いてる暇があったら。
はいはい。
グレネード。追うわよ。
全員ついてこい。なんだよ。
止まって。
わお、あの箱取れるんだ。
周囲を警戒。
逃げろ。
Oh, no, fire!
おい俺がバレたぞ。逃げんじゃねえ。おい。
Oh, shit. Knocked the hole right through that sumbitch. Disco balls of annihilation. Alright, so that about sums up Chapter 2 for you. Turns out the box we were carrying contained a little tiny pink-haired girl with homicidal disco balls in it. If you're going to have 3 floaty disco balls, they might as well be homicidal disco balls. This is more of the same. Killing elids, killing more of the Var-Jaeger fellas who chased me through. And these last 2 story modes give a little idea of what we're doing here. This is the guy that hired me to get the magic box in the first place. Really? That's all it is?
約束の
Really? 10 seconds of video and a whole ton of jibber jabber? Alright. Sum up all that nonsense. He's who hired us to bring the box. She is a high-end doll, tactical doll, who was hired by who hired him to keep him from getting brutally murdered by the assorted creatures and critters throughout the wilderness. Blah, 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 blah. Basically, we're just watching the video at this point. All the jibber jabber we can skip. The game is free, so if you ever want to read through this in great and exacting detail, you can get it off Steam and can read it all to your heart's content. He is a goofy looking little shit. He needs to die in short order.
もしや
そもそもあなた方にはあの峡谷で消えてもらうはずでした。ここまでたどり着いたからには契約通り報酬を支払うつもりでいましたが、品物をお渡しいただけないとなればここで死んでもらいます。
Oh no, he just shot my engineer! Thought she had a super duper magical bullshit field.
思った以上にありきたりな展開だな。機動基地の最後のフォースシールドを消費した感想はいかがかな。もったいないと思うだろう、指揮官。
心が痛むなら最初から持たせないでくださいよ。
奴らを殺せ。
うなり無限の虚空に沈む。これだけの数を30秒で倒せたらとんでもないわね。キャロリン、指揮官を機動基地へと連れ帰るわ。了解。ネメシス、援護を。
これまた凄まじい場面ですね。次はどうします？指揮官、隊長。
依頼人から何か情報が引き出せるかもしれない。捕まえるんだ。
了解。
行動開始。
So that's that one. And then he gets rescued by that high-end tactical doll, and that's the end of Chapter 3. So, there's a quick summation of the events that led me to this point. And we're running on into Chapter 4 now. But first, since I got up to level 25, I was able to finally start the Amphelon. This is the time-limited one, and was it this one? Is this the one I think it was? It was one of these. There's another Boojum that we end up fighting. Blah 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 blah. Okay, yeah, I don't think this story chunk might not be the one I was looking for. It might have been after the fight. Yeah, I think it would be after the fight.
Don't.
Blah 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 blah. Oh yeah, this is just where the two different parts of the team meet up. Blah 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 blah. Okay, yeah, that's all that was. So I'm thinking it was that. Okay. Yeah, I'll just do this fight over because this video is actually kind of neat. Gives you an idea of the strength of a Boojum. Because the one we saw in Chapter 2, you don't actually end up fighting it. You just kind of see it go by. So this time around, you actually get to fight a Boojum. Gives you a better idea of what the hell you're up against, or why they're so cautious about them. Big ass deer looking sumbitch. Alright, so that should be just about all I need for that. Not giving me a whole lot of options here. I am a little over leveled for this one since I've moved on from it, so this fight shouldn't be super difficult. It'll still be a little bit of a fight just because the thing has so much damn armor. 44 armor on this big ugly sumbitch, so... But I'll keep chipping away at it bit by bit, chewing through it slowly. Movement down, yeah, that could come in handy. Keep it stationary. You leave my little AoE girl alone. You big, ugly, freaky son of a bitch. More, your armor going away. Chewing through it nicely. Okay, that's that.
あと35秒よ。持ちこたえて。30、25、20。あと15秒。13秒。お願い。12、11、10、9。
やつを抑えろ。そう。弾幕が薄いぞ。撃て。撃ちまくれ。
5秒前。5、4、3。8時半。準備。1。
Alright. So that cinematic was pretty good because it gives you an idea of just how bastardly tough those boojums are. And a pretty good idea of how fast and effective a high-end tactical doll can be. All that jumping and flipping and tomfoolery going on with that one, so that gives you a pretty good idea of two of the entities we're dealing with here. And we'll go ahead and see the SL94 story, which I think is the ending story for part 1 of this first part. And then there's part 2 over there that I just broke into. So, and these will probably just be battles. So this will be the last bit of this story, and I haven't watched this one yet, so let's see what they got to say. Hyde 404 is temporarily camping out in the abandoned dwellings of the settlement. Contacts leave it a report on their progress. Click stares at their last, but attentive eyes will leave it their comms. Her neuroclad wanders out of the present and into the memories of the years past. Not a good idea. Focus on what you're doing. Want to hide your hair just to be a guard? Where are you going? The military academy? It's just a measure to blend in and be low-key. Have a look at 416. Don't I look kind of cool? Remembers even now the day UMP-45 set off on a long-term mission at the Non-Military Forces Administration, pulling her suit straight and somewhat comically swishing her shaggy head of hair that she was not used to. It seemed as if it would just fly off her head the next second. Umpa 9 and G11 stand alongside, their countenances troubled. Be better and more convenient for dolls to simply switch to another body, and members of Squad 404 stayed silent on the matter. After Ump 45 left for a while, Ump 9 was also temporarily hired by Kalina, leaving only 2 members at the 404 base. Following a period of struggle, the elite doll known as 416 took over as a leader of 404. 404 played a very big role on the first girls' Frontline. They started out as a squad that allied with you fairly regularly, but were usually off doing their own thing, and over time you ended up taking over the command of the squad one by one. Although she'd got her long-cherished wish, the circumstances under which it was achieved were far from satisfying. In the time that followed, Squad 404 underwent personal expansion and structural adjustments. Once awkward attire gradually became a perfect fit for the doll, now known as Levi, as if she'd always belonged there. Normally, elite systems attacks from an unknown faction, unregistered boojums. Luca felt disturbed and annoyed every time she saw Levi in her suit. We've approved her F404. They're buried further down. Simply trying to lighten up your expression. Neurocloud management, creating a nice atmosphere. You have much to learn from Doris and the others. Looks toward the other 3 members of the team with no pleasure on her face. Kinda have a great big stick up her ass, doesn't she? And received her new travel kit, is fast asleep. Tending her beloved gun while Belka is holding a communicator, watching it. Progress is 0. Did manage to find a few things out for you. Results slow.
そうみたいね。まずあんたたちのいるエリアは線路予定地で、まあイエローエリアの環境は変わりやすいからね。当時の調査見落とし、そう、事故のあった線路は土地の劣化が進んでいて、ある日突然、ところが大陸間列車の敷設を重視するロレそうなのよね。責任者の大半がそれで新しい責任者はプレッシャーに追われ、徹夜続きでいくつものプランを制定。さらにでも環境調査隊はスケジュールがいっぱいで、短期間にこれだけの任務はとてもあんたたちが出会った部隊もそうね。おやおや、はい、あんたこそま、知ってるわよね。最近ここの調査隊から異常感染者と行方不明者が出てるってこと。
And having an absurdly high number of the infected.
当たり前でしょ。で、調査隊員の失踪はあの正体不明のブージャムが元凶でしょ。もしパラデウスがレッドエリアとイエローエリアで放射線を使った怪しい実験をしてるって言ったら、それでも偶然だって言い切れる？
I struggle to believe that that's the kind of thing that would be naturally occurring. But then again, all these elids are friggin' mutations of assorted creatures with
私の考えなんてどうでもいい
crystals
わ。
growing out of them,
あ
so
んたの方こそ
yeah,
結局推
mutants
測の域
might
を
be
出
a
ないじゃない。
natural occurrence
そりゃそうよ。でき
as
れば
a result of collapsed
あんた
radiation.
ね、全く
Or
使
they
えな
might
い
be
情報
engineered.
とゴミ
Or
みたいなネッ
both.
トワー
There's
クを
just no
提
way to
供し
know.
たのが誰なの。 あ
I
ら
have to
珍しい。
figure out sooner or later as
Baka-bakashi.
the story progresses.
アクシデントの連続で武器と物資が予想以上に消耗してるわ。こんな任務あるでしょうね。パラデウスは進出だからってそう言うだろうと思って特別に増援を2
Two
組派
additional
遣しておい
teams
たか
for
ら。
support.
ちなみに
Hmm.
来るかい知ってまさかあビンゴリバやはりここは私が
Kalina past Leva and turns the camera towards her. It's been a long time.
ええ今回は
If it intel was cause trouble for you and your team,
大きな損
and
害
if
は
the
なかった
losses
し
don't need to be so formal. If I remember correctly, Kalina was like your adjutant chief support officer from what you were in the first game, Girls Frontline. She was your like second in command, logistics officer kind of thing.
でも調査隊と手を少なくともこちらにある情報かなぜ調査隊と合流してからはい情報によれば近頃パラデウスに協力パラデウスがそうなあなた方に調査隊は我々より先にこの地に着安全面や情報収集の角度から見てもだからって40実はちょうど調査隊が増援関連書類はさすがあなた方をサポカリーナリバみたいなやつそれと特別な事情がない限り分かってるでリバの言ってたもう一組の増援は誰なのあ
おい来るかいとかいう人形出てこい
あっちも通知を増援についてはあって
Reinforcements are a secret. I'll know them when I see them. Well, alright then. More tomfoolery with Dimitri.
人形が寝ないからってここでわめ
んなことはどうでもいいどうなってやがるなんでお前らが舞台に
非軍事勢力管理局はロレンに隷属して同じアルバイトのくせして
メールは見たのかお前ら4人と俺たち調査言いたいことは
つまり
今後はこっちの命令に従ってもらうぞ面倒を起こすな口
契約には面倒ごとに関しては私
朝6時にし
Alright then. Blue Sphere is giving a routine report to Cocoon on the road. These two, I'm not familiar what Blue Sphere or Cocoon are.
味方が
Oh
目標
yeah,
を
I've
発
seen
見し
her
た
in
ようです
something before.
おめでとうやっと見つけたわね目標の移動速度は予想の 40% 以上でじゃあ急がないとそうそれでターゲットは始末できたまだですロレンの環境調査隊と4名の戦術人形がいたためすでに追っ手を手配しています必ずやブージャムを殲滅し例のものを
Okay,
回
so
収して
that
ご覧に
Bujum
入れ
I
ま
put
しょう
around into is carrying something that these people want.
私の可愛いかしこまり基地局の破壊は順調に進んでいますほどなくして
Destruction of the base
敵は一
stations.
切の連
Okay,
絡
so
手
whoever
段を
these
失うで
people
しょ
are,
う
I get the feeling Blue Sphere is a T-doll. They're trying to interfere with the creation of the safe zones for some damn reason.
彼らの装備に特筆すべきところはありません。
I went through that easily even without my help.
用心するに越したことはないわ。人間は面白い生き物よ。肝心なところで喉を噛み砕かれないよう。承知いたしました。それじゃ切るわね。ダーチュアも
Alright, so that's just about that. Let's get these last three quick one-off battles out of the way. Looking at 26, 26, 26. I should be able to take these out without too much trouble. And the way, I mean, the speed I chewed through that Boojum, this shouldn't be too tough. Especially if they're going to keep giving me support. Let's see, what... I might... No, I can get that there. Diner gates aren't a real threat, so I'll blow you guys up. That'll be my first priority. Get those bombs cooked off first things first. So, you go here. Got the diner gate and did some good damage to the little fella. No, honestly, I don't know if I'll be able to get somebody close enough to hit that one before they move, but I will try it. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to get there fast enough. So that is a slight waste. I don't even think Nemesis will be able to get within range of that bomb. Actually, no, just outside range. Okay. Let's finish off some of these badly injured ones first. Flank high to the right, so I'll have to dispatch somebody to deal with them. Holy shit! Yeah, that was not what I was expecting. Yeah, put them out in the open like that in a battle where I was basically... they're basically the same level as I am, so I was being a little too cocky going into that one. That's alright, I should be able to do it the right way this time around. Good. Now, can I hit? Yes, I can. Alright. Good. Alright, so can't go up there to deal with him directly. So... play things a little more cautiously this time around. Give Colfney a chance to heal herself. Getting close. but I should be able to keep her alive.
仲間は気がつけさせない。早く。
Okay.
行くわよ。
おやおや。
Emergency treatment on yourself.
痛くない。痛くない。
I really do need to get that bastard off that hill. Not a fan of him getting plunging fire on me. Yeah, he needs to go away.
反抗するなんてね。
That'll get through the last of his armor, but none of these will kill him flat out.
真理と荘厳を捧げん。
Now they both popped their missiles last turn, so she should be okay exposed for one turn. As long as that rocket ain't something he can use every single turn, I should be okay. Close, but still in one piece. Keep him up and running.
痛くない。
Good.
痛くない。
Good. And last but not least, get her up to cover. Yep, there he goes with this damn missile again. Oh, I need to evacuate. I should have been moving faster this entire time. Should have been pushing.
ターゲット確認。正しい選択だね。 パンパン。 治療装置準備完了。 治療装置準備完了。
Good.
正しい選択だね。
行くわよ。
どこかな。殺してあっける。
ええ。
正しい選択だね。
Well, I'm definitely going to get everybody out. I just don't know if there's a challenge to get everybody out fast enough. That might be what it was. Yep. I'm guessing I didn't get a perfect score on that one. Yeah, win within 6 turns. Okay. Well, I can do that. I just need to... yeah, I'll run it one more time and I should be able to get out in 6 turns. So you... no, you 4 are pretty much my strongest right now, so yeah. Deploy that and deploy that. You're going to eat a 40 mil right as we get started to clear that damn flank. Okay, so she's not going to be able to hit them right there. We're good. You know what? No, grenade there. Yeah, that'll work. Good. Okay, yeah, that's right there. That's going to be the best. Alright, so I've got 2 of his dudes that are half dead, 3 that are still in good condition. That's going to be the most damage I'm going to take from that one. He'll get grenadiered next turn. Should be able to smoke both those defenders. Okay, so that ain't gonna work. Come on. Still only gonna hit 1 if I do that, so... that'll get him. Good. Turns. I've got to start moving and keep moving. I can't move as slow as I did last time, especially with her. I really don't want to expose her like that, but she's so damn slow I don't really have a choice. They did fire, they both fired their missile last turn, so... Alright. Gonna take some damage to Nemesis, but not enough. And then I should be able to get everybody out. The other 2, Machine Gunner Gal and the Medic, are fast enough. It's just Nemesis is always a liability on these timed ones. Too damn slow. I do have 3 turns though, so that should be plenty. No. Alright, they should all be out next turn, which gives me a 1-turn buffer. We're good. Alright. That works that time.
降臨せよ果てなき成功影の暗
Alright, so good. Oh, just another side story. Still, might as well get them all completed. I'm going to focus primarily on getting the limited time event and Philion done as quickly as I can. Central explosion right there. That'll get those. I'll get those 2 as soon as they appear, and these 2 right now. Okay. This is a defend, and I think these are the points I need to defend, so alright. Defend won't be a problem. I am going to want to avoid hitting that Dynabox right now, though. Save that for later. Should get both of you guys right here. Excellent. First wave is pretty much completely broken. And she will get the last of them. Standard. Second squad will come in and they'll get blowed up too. Third squad, okay. Was not anticipating a third squad, but that's alright. Let me see. No, that's right, for us. Nope, we can get one or the other, but not both. Good. Chance of me getting her. some damage is better than none, I suppose. I did chew through more than half his armor in that one go, though. Good. Now, actually, I'll go with the gunner. I might be able to chew through some cover. I was hoping that wouldn't be as sturdy as it looked. Baka, she says. Right. So let me see. She can fire from where she is and get him without cover. That ought to get their attention. Excellent. Beautiful, beautiful. That's the second one taken care of. One more, and I'll be completely done with first chapter of this particular run. What are you? Oh, upgraded. Oh, I fought one of these before. It's just an upgraded shield guy, but with rocket pods on his back. That's fine, I can deal with you. Just as long as the game doesn't put a timer on me or require me to get across the whole damn map in a hurry. Alright, so first things first, I'm going to need to push up to the line a little bit here. Takes care of you, and this will get you two fellas all good and proper murdered. Absolutely beautiful. Alright, so she's not going to be able to climb. She's too damn slow, and I don't know where the control box for that is. Yeah, so do this the old-fashioned way. Shoot everybody in the face. Point blank range 50 BMG for your trouble. Alright, second squad, where you at? See you up there, big ugly. You ain't in yet, though, so... should be able to get my folks into position to chew them up. Alright, they can't fire on their first turn, so... I don't need to have them in hard cover yet. I'll just need to have them in hard cover before the end of next turn. Alright, first things first. Let's get that sumbitch out of my way. Alright, so Yeah, he's got a good stack of defense on him. And last but not least, boss lady. I get rid of the dino gate and shoot through a little bit more of his armor. Alright, yeah, I think his only attack is indirect. So, as long as I get right up on top of him. Interesting, his attack moves targets. Depending on who hit him last. No, it's a reactionary. It only did that once. Okay. Just a little out of range, alright. Ouch. You dirty, rotten son of a whore. Shoot my medic. What's wrong with you? Alright, good. I just couldn't afford to lose one. Could afford to lose one, but not two. Alright. So that takes care of the first part of the time-limited event. That's everything for Exilium Story 1. Got enough to do a recruit right now. Do I? Don't think I do. So clear my daily supply missions. Trying to get attachments right now. That's what I'm focusing on, is trying to get everybody get their attachments can improve the quality of a weapon by a ludicrous degree. So focus on getting those. As much of my energy as I can. Ceramic doll. Right. 5 and 4. And so yeah, no recruiting for right now. I would like to get little G11, but don't know if I'll get enough pulls. Alright, so you're done. Oh yeah, finishing up this one. In the past week, our division has received a sharp increase in distress signals, most of which are linked to the area marked from blah 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 blah. Historical data suggests that such occurrences are often tied to the emergence of sudden high-risk environmental factors within this region. To assist bounty hunters in planning their routes, our division will collect, analyze, and provide actionable advice based on these distress signals. Below, we've compiled 3 representative communications, and you're referencing them to make informed decisions about your operations in the area. If you have additional intel regarding this region, we encourage you to share it with us. Compensation will be based on the relevance and value of the information provided. Howling of a collapsed storm, unknown creature noises. Receiving your distress code, be there in half an hour. 90% probability, and none untap if you with the threat level exceeding 4. So talking about assorted elids, including great big ugly monster sumbitches. Boojum 3. Big hairy monster. Small elid creatures covered in collapsed crystal suddenly appeared. Collapsed crystals on the bodies, blah 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 blah. Chemical of that found on the 13 corpses. Alright. So they're chasing the big hairy monster? That's what they used to call me in high school. Reason for the emergence of this new type of boojum, blah blah blah. Alright. Now I don't think I have the bodies I need for this one quite yet. I have friendliness but not eloquence. But I don't think I have to have. It's just a bonus if I do. So, as long as I got the 2 to go, 2 will go. Was it somewhere around here? No, there was a... Those gold coins I keep getting, there was a way you could turn those in, I just don't recall exactly where. Trading post, maybe? No. Oh, or maybe, no. Could buy a bunch of these. I could buy 67 targeted access permissions right now if I wanted to. I will instead do 16. That'll give me a chance to do a couple more pulls for G11, see if I can get her. Oh, G11. I want me my Kraut Space Magic Winch. Punching the dunce. Bunch of garbage. Another Sharky, I can level up. Yeah, that was not a great pull. Well, let's do it again. she moves fairly agile for carrying this big-ass box on her. So either she's significantly stronger than she looks, or that's not a very heavy big-ass box. More guns I don't need. Some purple level doll I probably have already. Or a purple level gun, yeah, just an upgraded AR. Alright, well, hell. Also not super useful pull there. I'm not seeing, what am I looking at here? Oh, more of these. A feeling on one badge, okay. Oh. It's the only gold one I have so far, so I'll put it up. I'm not going to bother putting any purples on the wall, but what else you guys got for me? 3 days left. Gift boxes mostly. Okay, so that's everybody. Alright. Cassinia, Lotta, Ulrid, Diane, Centurizi, Connected, Dushevnaya, Suomi, Pending, Macchiato, Tololo, Mosen, Paritia, Papasha, Klukai, and Sabrina. Alright, so there's not a whole lot of dolls right now. Looks like all told, less than 2 dozen. But to be fair, the game did just come out, so they'll probably expand that fairly regularly. One would hope. Yeah, somewhere there was a... like, they give you these little gold coins, and there was like a slot machine you could use them in. Random advancements. I just need to remember where the hell that slot machine was. I think it was in the dorm, but I might not be remembering that correctly. Alright then. Let's see if I got any good upgrades for her.
安らかな光
I have a sight and a bipod. That's about all she had before. She doesn't do fire damage, so I don't need that one. And hers is also one that would be difficult to upgrade. Damage, healing, and shield effects of ultimates by 5. Gains 1 stack after each use of an ultimate. Better than nothing. Does give her better attack and defense. She's got that golden gun, so I don't need to worry about upgrading her at all. Imprinted on Peritia, but I don't have Peritia yet. Alright. Let's get this show on the road. Keep grinding through.
おい、しっかりしろ。そうは言ってもな、ディミー。もう弾もほとんど。そんなこと考えてどうする。隊長も言ってただ。でも隊長はもう。
Oh, he took a round right in the forehead. The very last cow got stolen. So this is obviously a... This is back when Dimitri was still a kid, so... X amount of years before the current fights, it would seem. Yeah, that's definitely not the same situation I'm in right now.
ならボーナスもらって新しい牛を買わない。ニコライ。外の銃声。あれは戦友たち。 新ソ連進撃の闘士だ。新ソ連はこんなところで終わりはしない。僕たちの後ろにあるのは新ソ連の大
なんだこりゃ。
親父からもらったやつだよ。軍の支給品だ。
へえ、いいもんも。
ああ、無駄話は後だ。
みんな聞け。隊長が言っていた。増援が来るまで持ちこたえれば俺たちの勝ちだ。銃を構えろ。敵をここに近づけ。いいぞ。ドッグタグをボキョリすんじゃねえぞ。戻って勲章。
総長、生き袋の群れです。
Either the horde.
そが
Blah!
次へとキリがねえ。遠距離しねえ。池袋ども。
はっ。
Alright. Starting assist mode. Doesn't look like anybody new. Same old elids. Feels off about them. Let's Alright, so what flavor of support are you going to give me this time? Turrets or bombs? Alright, let's see, what do I got? I got 4 you some bitches over here. Eventually, more than 4 over there.
了解。
That takes care of that.
逃げるな。
So that flank is cleared. Good.
どいて。
When I have a advantage, she kicks a whole lot of ass with that area effect that she's got. All of her abilities are area, which is very, very useful. Let's see if I can get up there and pop that one before it opens. Might not be able to get close enough fast enough though. Good.
ちゃんと戦力配置を考えれば勝利への道は開かれる。
The old and dilapidated walls are eroded from years of exposure to wind and sand, and the smell of decay permeates this modestly sized settlement.
多分引っ越したんだと思う。
Maybe they simply moved away.
調査隊に確認した。
Double checked with the
集落
survey
は
coin.
奴ら
They
の
were
担当よ。
investigating the settlement itself.
私たちは周
We're
辺
in charge of looking
半
at
径
the
500 メ
surrounding
ートル
area
の
with
調査
a
に向かうわ。
radius of 500 meters.
効率を上げるために二手に分かれるわ
Efficiency's
よ。
sake, let's split into
Watashi
two
to-
groups and fan out in opposite directions. I will pair up
美容
with...
家が一緒なんだよね。
今回はいいけど、次からはちゃんとメール。
来るかいお姉ちゃん。よかった。アンドリストな。
サボったらアンドリス、ちゃんと見張ってなさいよ。じゃなきゃ二人とも特訓。
はーい。
私と美容家は東、あんたたちは西。出発するわ。
Okay, more Elids, I would guess, this early on. Probably end up tail end of this one, finishing off that big ass Boojum, or fighting the blue-haired girl who's also hunting the Boojum.
お姉ちゃん、大発見しちゃっ
Big
た。
sis Klukai, I found something.
こっちこっち。早く早く。
Come and have a look. That little star eye thing is kind of weird. Klukai frowns as she peers over at Belka, who's bouncing up and down and waving at her. But she still circles around a boulder and heads toward her.
今は宝探し
What
な
a
んかしてる場
Imagineer!
合じゃない
Stop
の
behaving
よ。
like a rabbit on an Easter egg hunt. Rabbits don't hunt Easter eggs. Wrong with you? Wrong with you?
だって重要
Found
な
an
手がかり
important
かも
clue
し
and
れ
I
ない
couldn't
んだ
wait
も
to
ん。
show you.
お姉ちゃんにし。
そうだといい
What
け
is
ど
it? Heroin! Pounds and pounds of heroin! No, probably not.
もし池袋にかじ
Like
られ
I
たバッ
captured
グ
the
とか
Eliad's body
バーチャ
pillow
ル
of
アイド
some
ルの
virtual
抱き枕
idol
と
or
か
dud
賞
landmine
金ハン
buried
ター
by
が埋
some
めた
bounty
地雷
hunter.
とかだったら
You know
どう
what
な
kind
る
of
か分かってる
punishment
のよね。
awaits you. Ooh, kinky.
本当に違うから。
Really isn't any of that. Just take a look.
あそこにほら。
Some really suspicious looking installation art.
な。
Click over to where several strange rock piles lie exposed on the ground. Dark rocks are scattered all over their unnatural edges and jutting corners, giving them an ominous air.
外部から破壊された痕跡
These
がある。
structures showed signs of
本
external
来は
damage
こうじゃなかったんだわ。
from what they originally looked like.
そうそう。それでね。
Found
気づ
even
いたこ
more
とがあるん
important
だ。
clues.
ほらここ。
Right here. Walks through the scattered rocks and stops by another pile.
お姉ちゃん見て。
Look, a
辺の
big
石
sis clue
半分くらい
These
土に
ones
埋
are
ま
half
って
buried
る
in the ground, like some
ま
kind
る
of
で何
foundation.
確かに
Type of
この
rock is
密
quite
集具合は
common in the
人
yellow
為的な
zones,
もの
but
ね。
due to its hardness and
イエローエリア
brittleness,
じゃ珍しくも
rarely
ない石
ever
だけ
used
ど
as building material
高
since
度
they
が
occur
高
in
い
such
割に
high
割れやすい
density
から
here.
材料には
These
不向
rocks
き
are
の
very
はず。
possibly gathered here
この
deliberately.
密度から
パラデウスの仕業かな。
Paridius, or did the
それと
residents
も
here
ここ
find
の
some
住民
special
が
use for these
何か
rocks
特
and
殊な
left
使い
them
方。
behind?
わからない。
Hard to say at the moment.
写真を撮ってリバに送って
Take
ちょ
some
うだい。
photos and send them
彼
over
女
to
に調
Leva.
べさせる
Ask
わ。
her to look into them.
わかった。それと。
Please shower me with praise, face.
まあ
The discovery was
目の付けど
not
ころは
entirely useless
悪
this
くないわ
time.
ね。
褒められちゃった。
調子に乗るな。
Well,
写
if the
真を
search
送っ
is
たら
done
調
sending the
査を続
photos.
いっ。
Belka continue with the investigation along their planned route. They find nothing else noteworthy.
お姉ちゃん。この辺もう
But
何もなさそうだ
survey
し、
corps
そ
just
ろ
sent
そ
the
ろ
news they've
戻ろ
arrived
う
at the
よ。
settlement and started their survey.
そう404は間もなく
On
任
our
務完
end,
了。
we'll rendezvous with them at the
集落
settlement
にて
decide
合流
our
後
next
次の
steps.
ガッテン。あ
Roger.
れお姉ちゃ
A
ん。
white smudge
あの
on that
岩の
rock
上にいる
over there
白い
that
の
seems to be
ミスティじゃない？
Has their surge
Oh,
already
ここまで
taken them
調べ
here?
あいつ
That
本当に
dumbass
どこ
can
でも寝れ
sleep
るわね。
anywhere. It's a very useful skill, being able to sleep anywhere. It's a superpower, some might say. And goes widely, she watches Klukai march angrily ahead, just grinning. Impending physical violence against a midget, and you just smile at it. Dick move, Belka.
ぷぷぷぷ。お姉ちゃん本気で
This
怒って
Vic
る
says
よ。
Klukai off big time. Not even Andoris can
今
save
回
you
ばかり
now.
はアンドリスに泣きついた。あとは
Knowing
この
Vix's
卓越
heart
した
with
能力
my
で
outstanding
お姉ちゃんの
performance.
心をわ
As Klukai approaches the large rock, she realizes that Mekti isn't actually dozing on it as she initially thought. In fact, Mekti is perched on top of it to steady a jeep covered in sand that's behind the rock. And Doris is also peering inside the vehicle through the window.
うーん
Can't really see anything from above either,
アンドリ
Andoris.
ス隊長に連絡するしかないね。
You'll have to contact Leader
降りて
Klukai.
きていいよ。
You better get back down first, Mekti.
あんたたち
What are
何
you
してるの？
doing? Looking at a car. Mekti, who is climbing off the rock, loses her footing and slides right off, landing on her backside.
いきなり
Just
話しかけ
Out
ない
of
で
nowhere
よ。
behind me.
びっくりした。今時ホラーゲー
Jump
ムでも
scares
ジ
are the most
ャンプ
cliched
ス
of
キアなんて流
cliches.
行らない
She is
よ。
very right, damn it. Even horror games these days don't resort to such cheap tricks. Oh, if only that were true.
口答えは結構。
Not that crap.
そこで
What are
何
you
を
two
コソコ
doing
ソして
hovering
る
around
の？
this jeep?
遺棄された車両を見つけた
Discovered
か
an
ら
abandoned vehicle here.
砂の厚みから
Judging
して
from the amount of accumulated
ここに
sand,
止めて
it's been
半
here
月
for
以上は
at
経
least
ってるみたい。
half a month.
それと
Also, we
車
found
に
this
こ
on
ん
the
な
vehicle. Circles over to Endoris' side and spots a familiar logo on the wiped down front door. It's covered in bullet holes and scratches.
これは
Isn't
浄
that
化
the
事業
logo
調
of
査隊の
the
マー
URNC Pass or Purification Project Survey Corps?
ク。うん。
Yes.
ドアを
We
開けよ
tried
う
to
と
open
し
the
たんだ
doors,
けど
but they're jammed.
衝撃と爆発で
Well,
変
because
形
the
しちゃってる。
impact vehicle was
ディミ
sustained.
トリーさんたちの任務に関
So
係
in
あ
the
ると
fact
い
this
け
may
ない
be
から
relevant to First Sergeant
壊すのは
Dimitri's
やめた
mission,
の。
he decided against breaking the
それ
doors
で
by force.
窓から
Tried to
中
look
の様
inside
子
the
が見え
windows.
窓にはフィルムが貼られてて
Films,
結
I
局
can't
覗け
tell what's in there.
そうビオカぼーっとして
Contact
ない
the
で
survey corps
調
and
査
get
隊
them to
に
send someone over. Disappointed by the way things have turned out, Belka contacts the survey corps and informs them of 404's discovery.
座標を送ったよ。
Sent them the coordinates. They said they'll be here shortly.
了解。ミシティドアをこじ開けて
And
アンドリ
Doris
スは
will
動画
record
で
the
記
whole
録
process just so everything
後
is
で
clear.
また
Can
力
you
仕
do hard
事を
physical work again? Yes. Make the midget do it. Walks up to the vehicle door and takes aim at the lock.
ある
Can I
車
just
に
shoot
置いていっ
this?
ちゃったええ
Sure.
二人は下がって
Rest of you
怪我
stand
する
back.
から
Don't get hurt.
じゃあ終わり後のことは知らない
Yep,
と
when it's time to leave. Something dark immediately tumbles out. It's the corpse of a man. The hands are clutching a gun tightly. His army uniform is covered in a large patch of dark brown, especially around the abdominal area.
調査隊の
The
制服だ
uniform of the survey corps.
お中にもう二人いる
Oh, there are two others in the jeep.
傷口のコーラプスクリスタルの凝縮具合から
More
し
than
て
2 weeks ago,
死後
this
半月以上
jeep got blown up. Driver got shot in the gut. Bad way to die. Parked marked vehicle and the stains in the interior. She's never seen such a grisly sight in the green zone.
血痕を見るに
Blood signs.
何者かに
suggest
襲われて
from severe blood
こ
loss
こに
after
隠れている
being
間に
injured
湿
and
気
taking refuge.
手に銃を握ったまま
To the very end.
それからアンドリス
Doris
Misty,
go
oh.
with Mekti.
ごめんね
Belka watches Doris with some
アン
concern.
ドリス大丈夫かな
Is Doris okay?
ま
Is
た
she
フリ
gonna
ーズしたり
crash
しないよ
again?
ね
No, probably not.
大丈夫
So
元は
right, she
民生
was
用
a
人形だ
civilian
も
doll.
の
It'll take some time for her to get
404
used
の
to
世
the
界
world
に
we
なれる
know.
のに時間がか
Okay,
かっ
that
て
makes a
当
little
然
more
よ
sense why she's having such trouble with it. Not exactly what she was designed and or programmed to do.
グリーンエリアとイエローエリアって全然違うからたまに
Two
本当に同
entirely
じ世
separate
界
worlds.
昔の人間って
Sometimes
みんなグリーンエリア
just
やホワイトエリアみたいな場所で暮らしてたんでしょ
Taking in Belka's unease, Kukai ponders for a moment, then simply gives out a piece of advice.
アンドリスの感性に
Don't
影響
let
されちゃダメよ
Doris' sentimentality get to you.
過去のことも
Past has nothing
今
to
の
do with
人
us.
間の
The
境
human's
遇も
predicament also has
私た
nothing
ち
to
に
do
は
with
関係
us.
分
I
かった
understand. The big sis Klukai.
残りの死体を引きずり出して
Extract the remaining two
何
bodies
か
from
見
the
つか
jeep
るか
and
も
see
し
if
れ
you
な
can
い
find anything
待て
else.
あとは俺たちがや
I'll
る
take it from here. Folks he might have known.
お前ら車内の遺体を下ろせ
Be careful with
Turning.
them.
車体は弾痕まみれ
Covered in bullet holes and dented on one side. There's some natural land
ナ
feature.
ンバーは
License
MIA 部
plate
隊の
number
も
has
の
been
と一致
confirmed to the MIA unit. Alright,
車
so
内の遺体は腐敗が進み
extent of decomposition in the missing dog tags. The bodies in the vehicle are yet to be identified. Features are marked with the composure and maturity of a veteran on the battlefield. Turns to the front of the vehicle and watches as his subordinates extract the corpse trapped in the backseat.
何か発見は
Found anything at the settlement?
Aru.
Yes, dead
Shirinda.
bodies infected with elid. A
Elid
nod
to
to
be
bits
consistent
by elids.
あんたたちの仲
Also your
Yeah.
people?
地元の住民
No,
だ
just ordinary
Shirane
civilians, but
folk.
dressed in weird robes. Weird robes, wonderful, on top of freaky-ass mutant crystal creatures and scavenger assholes. Now we've got cults. Because only cultist weirdos wear robes. Especially weird robes.
映像記録は
Got any visual records?
いい加減に
That's
しろ。
enough. I'm not obligated to report my
お前に報告。
progress to you. Some patience is apparent. Paying no more attention to Klukai, he walks off and calls a superior on his
こちらは
communicator.
ロクサット主義合衆国連盟所属
3762nd Platoon of the 7th Environmental Survey Corps of the Neo-Soviet Union District Environmental Purification Project under the URNC Contamination Zone Management and Recovery Administration. First Sergeant Dimitri checking in to give a scheduled update. Proceed. What's the situation?
獣医の指示に従い
Platoon mission is still underway as per our
調査任務を遂行中です。
orders. We've discovered a vehicle registered under the
MIA とされていた第7環
1364th
境調査
Platoon
隊
of the 7th
1364
Environmental
小隊の車
Survey
両
Corps,
お
which
よび
was declared
兵士3名
MIA,
の遺体を発見しま
along
し
with
た
the remains of 3 soldiers. Lay them to rest properly. And martyrs who give their lives to the future of Rosartrism.
ええ
Understood.
それとですが獣医
Drawing my platoon for now, and only resuming the mission when reinforcements arrive. Reason being, all 3 of the soldiers found died from gunshot wounds.
銃撃により彼らの車両には
The
調査
vehicle
隊の
clearly
マーク
blames
が
the
ついて
Survey
おり
Corps insignia, and the soldiers are in their uniforms. Bounty hunters or even the Varieties would not engage them in direct confrontation under normal circumstances. So somebody who either wasn't afraid of losing or didn't fear retaliation at all took him out.
記録にはない敵性勢力がこ
I
のエ
believe
リ
there
アに
may be
存
some
在し
undocumented forces at work in this area. There's a high possibility that this was a targeted attack. Mine makes Dimitri restless.
獣医私は命が惜し
Far
くて
more
デタラメを言ってるん
complications
じゃあり
on
ま
this
せん
mission than expected. There are no gun regulations in the yellow zones, and attack on 3 men is not enough evidence to support your claim. Resources are scarce where you are, so far Jaegers operating in the area are very likely target straggling vehicles of the Survey Corps and plunder military supplies.
獣医
Do you even know what you're saying? Continue with your mission, that's an order.
闇雲な命令は任務の足を引っ張るだけ
Only
です
following orders will only hinder the progress of the mission. The entire 1364th platoon is
戦死
declared
率は3割
MIA.
を超えている
And I've already lost 1/3 of my own platoon. I can't guarantee the success of this mission unless we set off after joining up with our reinforcements. Can't stop.
死ぬ覚悟ならとっくにできて
I'm
いる
not afraid to die, but I don't want to pointlessly squander my men's lives over some shitty plan. Watch your tongue. If you don't want to place the soldiers in our entire company in even more danger. Our survey is already progressing much slower than other areas, and a significant portion of our men are from the same place. The Railway Forces Survey Corps is the last refuge we have. Our fall from grace wasn't caused only by losing a war, and there is more at stake here than short-term resource allocation and personal assignments. Marcy insignias on his teammates' uniforms around him were suddenly quite an eyesore. He thought he'd already gotten used to the change. Conversation ends here. Continue with your mission. But they're ahead of the original schedule. Stay sharp. Wait till your safe return. He stows his communicator away in silence. The bulky and stuffy protective suit is getting suffocating.
総長、遺
Bones
体は
of all
全
three
て回収
soldiers
し
have
まし
been
た。
removed from the jeep.
検視は
Haven't inspected
まだ
them
ですが。
yet.
わかった。
By the time Dimitri returns to the jeep, he's already regained his composure. The dolls of Hyde 404 and the soldiers of the survey corps are standing around the corpse.
総長、必要な撮影は
Again, the inspection. Let me do it. He solemnly approaches and squats down by the bodies. He rummages through their clothing thoroughly, taking good care to also scrape away the collapse crystals formed on the walls.
タグは
Three pieces of paper covered in stains from their pockets.
使えるものは回収して遺
Salvage
体を埋めろ。
unusable supplies and bury the remains.
それから身に
And
つけてる
keep
小
some of
物
their
も回収
personal
しておけ。
belongings that won't take up much
持ち
space.
運べる
Their
ようね。
families deserve to know.
いざ
Shoots in the glare but does not stop them.
3枚とも同じ。
なあ、
ところどころマーキングがしてある。
Maps.
それにこの数字の羅
What
列と
a
座標でもなさそうだね。
census coordinates either.
軍の暗号が一発。
あんたは何かわ
That'd be a no.
何見てやがる。
This is out of this. All communications between units are encrypted with their own unique cipher
情
to
報
prevent
漏洩を
intel
防
from
ぐため
being
だ
leaked.
俺たちは単なる臨時編
Railway
成だか
forces
ら
have
な。
just temporarily seconded since
環境調査隊
naturally
のルールだ
don't know the survey
知らなく
corps
て当然だ。
cipher. She puts them away for
3
now.
人が
Three
1
of them
枚ず
kept
つ
a
持って
separate
たって
copy
こ
on
と
their
は
person, so it
かな
must
り
contain
重要な
some
内容で
very
あるはず
important
よ。
information.
んなことは分かってる。
Dismisses Klukai. He checks the time and looks up at the sky, then turns to address his
もう日が暮れる。
subordinates.
さ
Gotta
っ
move
さと
on.
片付
Get
け
this
て
place cleaned
集
up.
落でキャンプを張るぞ。
We'll set up camp at the settlement tonight.
この辺は物騒だ。
It's an
今夜から
example
見
of
張りを
peace
倍に
and
増やせ。
tranquility. Starting tonight, we're doubling the number of sentries in each shift. We've only got about 20 guys left, so the sentries are going to be worn out pretty damn quick.
獣医の話じゃ造営はもう
Also,
出
as
発した
fast
そう
over
だ。
comms, our reinforcements are already on their way. We'll just hang in there for a bit
あ
longer.
と少しだ。
Once we link up with them and finish the
援軍と
job,
合
we
流
can
できり
kiss
ゃ
this shitty life
こんな
goodbye.
任務を
and
とっ
get
と
back
と
to
終わら
the
せ
Great
て
Wall
クソみ
Railway.
てえな生活とおさらばでき
Promotions
る。
and pay raises await
頂
you.
上列車に戻れば昇進間違いなしだ。
She was relieved to see that his subordinate's morale has not suffered too much. Just as he's about to leave, Klukai speaks
ディミトリ
up.
なんだ。
Get out
用
of
ない
the
のにフラフラして
way. Jabs a thumb to the side.
何が言いたい
You wanna say? Just say it right here.
どの死体にも
There are no dog
Dog
tags on all three
tagがなかった
bodies. Are you sure you want to have this discussion here? It's off to the side and gestures for Klukai to follow him.
ブージャムの体
But
内
the
から
dog
発見
tags
された
found
ド
on
ッ
the
グタグ
Boojum belong
は
to
彼ら
them.
の。でも死体には
The
生き
remains show
袋
no
に
sign
荒ら
of
された
having
形
been
跡が
gnawed.
なかっ
おい、
It's always
Koko
but
yellow area
with you. There's danger everywhere in the
タグをな
yellow
くしてたっておか
zones.
しくは
Losing
ねえ
dog
さ。
tags isn't that unusual. It kinda is.
た。私の知る限り
From what I know,
軍
soldiers
人は
cling to
何
their
があ
dog
っても
tags
ドッ
even
グ
in
タグを
death.
手放したりしないはずだけど。
お前みてえな
What
キ
do
ャ
you
ラクター
tin
に何
cans
がわかる。
know?
黙って働け。
Just do your job and mind your own
Okay, let's do
business. Clearly unwilling to continue the conversation, Dimitri storms off. So that's a none too subtle way of saying yes. The dog tags he pulled off the Boojum chunk that was blown off very likely belonged to these three guys. But how did that happen? Why would a Boojum consume dog tags of all things? Or did the Boojum mutate from the soldiers? Don't know. Not enough information to run off of yet.
ディミトリーさん、
Mr. Dimitri is
現
still
実
not
を
ready to face the
明らかに不自然な点を見て見ぬふりするなんてただの怠慢よ。
He's shirking his duties.
厳しいね。来るかい
Maybe a
隊
bit
長
too
は。
harsh on him, Leader
こっち
Klukai.
はどうする？
So what do we do now?
近くで
Are we
キャン
also
プを張
setting
ろう
up
か。
camp nearby?
そうして、
Yeah, I'll check
私
out
は
the
集
settlement,
落に
then I'll
戻
get
っ
in
て
touch with
リバに
Lava.
連絡。ミシティと美容家には
I'm going to
パラ
make
デ
the
ウスの
Imbelka
こ
to
と
keep
口
their
外
mouths
しない
shut
よう言っ
about
と
the
いて。
parades.
は
Sure. And they sure do like to jabber. At night, most of the Survey Corps soldiers have already turned in. The few who are on sentry duty in the Dolls of Hyde 404 work together to patrol the area surrounding the settlement. Nature takes out the dog tags again.
Nikolai! 俺だ! Agero!
So I'm guessing the tags, since we keep referring back to this Nikolai guy, I'm betting those are the tags he's holding. At least one of them is Nikolai's. And he pulled it out of the boojum. Otherwise, why would we bother with these flashbacks? Put it down. Have you forgotten the rules?
別にいいだろ。そんなもん。
Dmitri plunks himself down on an empty bed while Nikolai sits down by the desk in the center of the room and picks up the book he was in the middle of reading.
情報学原理。
Principles of Informatics.
相変
Sounds
わらず
exciting.
頭でっかしたな、お前は。
Looks this day
今
and
時
age, what a
紙の本
freaking
か
nerd.
ま、
That's good.
頼りになら
Machines
ない
can't
機
be
械よりは
trusted.
マシだけど
Also
な。
true. Never trust a machine. If they had the capability to do so, toasters would have overthrown mankind decades ago.
前に一緒に戦った
And
機械兵器
to
がい
serve
て
with us
さ
on the battlefield wouldn't even
ロレン軍
recognize
に
us
接
after
収
their
されて
authorizations got
権
rewritten.
限を書き換えられた
Giants
途
army
端
took over.
こっちはペットみたいに可愛がっ
Took a
てたんだ
liking
ぜ
to that little surveillance
あの
drone
ちっ
and
こ
even
い
treated
偵
it
察
like a
機を
pet.
ディミー、声が
Oh,
大
not
きい
so
よ。
loud.
あったよ
Makes in the empty dorm room and slaps the wooden bed frame absent-mindedly.
この量も
うん。昨夜除隊して帰ったやつが最後だ。
お前は
やるべきこ
のんきなもんだなカーター将軍が
まあね。何しに来たんだ？
実はだな辞令だこっから数年は辺境だその後も
どうして？
残るのがいいとは限らないだろう近い将来頂上列車ってのが建造されるらしいで人儲けしたら仲間と軍を抜けて
軍を辞めるのか？
まあな今までは戦う目的があった
He's head onto the battlefield with some sort of idea.
今はカータ
Now
ー
that
将軍
General
も
Carter is gone,
将
his
軍に
follows
ついて
in
た
the
KCCO の連中もいない
I don't see the point in
みんな
staying.
軍にいることだけ。
何言ってんだ
守るべきものさえいれば、軍人はディミ。辺境防衛もいいけど。
ニコライ俺は
別に喧嘩するつもりは。
史実寝ぼけ死んでいった連中を切りかける人間はいねえ生き残った連中も左遷か除隊だ
Demoted, dismissed, or even got caught.
軍事法廷にかけられたやつもいた 俺たちみてえな鉄砲
But
玉
small
は
fries and non-core forces
Arigato
like us keep
Henkyo
our
Boei
ranks
を
but sent
拝命
us
す
to
るのがお似合い
marginalized
なんだよ。
departments, a so-called reassignment. Sit down on the desk in front of his
これを見
friend.
ろ
Take a look at this. A soldier's dog tag is the only proof of identity on the
それ
battlefield.
がどうだ
But what happened? They changed
部隊番号
everything. The
コールサイ
design,
ン
my unit number, even
何
my
もかも
service
お
number.
前はこのタグに書かれているのが俺だと言えるの
Think
か
the person listed on this dog tag is still me?
そんなの身分の証明でしかない。
Who are you, Warrant Officer
君は
Dimitri?
バカ言うな
Officer
俺は身
Dimitri
も
will
心
only
も
ever
新
serve
ソ連
in the
人だ
Neo-Soviet Union, but from now on it won't be the
新ソ
Neo-Soviet
連はも
Union
う新ソ連
anymore.
じゃなくなる
But the Neo-Soviet Union district under the
ルクサット主義合衆国連盟
URNC.
新ソ連大工だ
It's over for General Carter, it's over for the Neo-Soviet Union, and it's over for our dreams. Coming from a Soviet Union or even a Neo-Soviet Union, you don't have dreams. It's heavily as he glares at his friend, blah 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 blah. Enough of talking about ideals. For yourself, they're already going after General Carter's followers, or shall I give you a hard time? That dream drag you into an early grave. Get going then.
Dimi.
どうした？
それは本当に。
Soldiers sleeping deeply not far from him. Yep, pulled Nikolai's tag out of that big ugly monster. Oh. So the thing was shot in the shoulder, so the tag wasn't eaten. And it probably wouldn't have survived the whole stomach acid thing. So the creature is probably composed of the lost soldiers, but did they like mutate and conglomerate into a puddle as a result of the radiation and then form the shape of a big ass deer monster, which seems a little unlikely given the probability of random mutation, or were they specifically engineered into that shape? But if they were specifically built into that shape, why would you bother leaving the dog tags in the soup of Boojum creation? Why wouldn't you just remove them to make the process easier? Less foreign objects to foul up the creation. I don't know. We'll have to see. Some of their comrades in arms who served the Neo-Soviet Union alongside him on the battlefield, while others are rookies who enlisted with lofty ideals. Yet here they are all huddled together in the ruins of an abandoned settlement on this night. Lets out another sigh and stows the dog tag away. At least that belief has kept me alive and kicking. That was a ton of jibber jabber for that first story mission right there. What are we looking at? 10, 11. Plus side missions and story missions in a couple different places. Gonna use those chips. 30s, no, I probably couldn't win that fight. 33, yeah, not quite strong enough for those right now. I'll probably just roll down the list, getting everything as I go. Purchase limit 19. Alright, so nothing from that. In Frontline survivors, the doll fires automatically while the commander controls the doll's movement and determines where to aim. Defeat enemy units will earn survivor experience and survivor scores. Accumulating a certain amount of survivor experience allows you to level up. Okay, well, let's give this a shot. Oh! macchiato with a WA 2000. Rate of fire, rate of fire. Let's go high rate of fire. I've not tried this side mission first. Okay. Alright, so it's one of these kind of games. Gotcha. Starts out relatively slow, but it's going to battlefield buff. Okay. Range +5, bullet size +2. Bullet size. I think that might be one of her unique abilities. Oh, she's shooting a hell of a lot faster now. Alright. There have been a lot of games like this recently. I forget, there's like a... I think it's like based on some... like vampire game I've heard about but never played. Fire rate. Wonder how many abilities I have. Is there a limit? Large enemy wave incoming! Oh no! Alright, so these guys are shooting back. Oh, I have a special attack. Good to know. Regular bullet damage +20. If I can keep corralling them all together here. Circle around the outside and shoot them to pieces that way. Fire rate much higher. That's kind of her gimmick, is high fire rate, lower damage. Oh, you're a weird looking thing. Oh. You know what, let me try that again. I think I can do better. So these guys have 100 health. not doing enough damage fast enough. Alright, that'll get me my little chip things faster. Regular bullet damage. Alright, I'll be able to one-shot these little ones now. Fire rate plus 20, that could definitely come in handy. Now that I've got a pretty solid range and my shots are doing reasonable damage. Oh good, that big ugly SOB out of my way. 40% chance of inflicting frozen. Takes for a shield to recharge, or if they even do. Got a friggin' light machine gun on rollers. Propulsion field. Okay, let's see if I can't evade all the way over here. Oh, you guys are significantly sturdier. Okay, that's a potential problem. These ones are meleeers too. Oh, that's a boojum. Oof. Alright, we got a bunch of crystals over here. Let's see if I can get Big Ugly here out of the way. I don't know what significance bullet size has other than making it slightly easier to hit. Bullet size probably doesn't do any... Yeah, I don't think it does any increase in damage. Get past all these little bastards. Oh, you sneaky little dickens. Man, you are not weak. Alright, what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? More damage. Smaller hitbox. Faster movement. I wonder if the rewards I'll get for this mode will actually end up being worthwhile. Or if this is all just a waste of my damn time. Well, it's got to give me something, I figure. It's not just going to be a complete time sink. I just don't know what exactly. Restores 1 HP every 240 seconds. That's actually very useful. Overtime heal. Oh Lord, there's a bunch of you little buggers out here. Oh, I didn't die, so... Okay, I guess it is timed to some level. Let's see here. I mean, yeah, it's stuff I can use. Now, are these abilities unique to each character, or... Let's try Kukai. Do a quick run with her. Fire rate's a little slower. Significantly higher damage, though. Toxin ammo. More loot faster. Explosive ammo. Okay. Especially when the horde starts getting thick. That's going to make a significant difference. Like here. Oh yeah, that's thinning them out nicely. Get the healing one done early, so it keeps me up and running. Every 180 range and bullet size. Rapid firing. She's definitely going to be significantly louder to play than little Suomi, but good Lord, she's just tearing through these guys. Firing 2 shots at once now with that explosive bonus. Wow, that was quick. Oh, I must have got clipped by something and killed. Alright, that's enough of that though. Interesting as it is. And it does give me a good supply of stuff. Yeah, this is kind of surprising to me, is all these little side missions they give you. Like Path Forger is basically Girls' Frontline Monopoly. Frontline Survivors, that's the one I was just playing. Hazard Patrol is like a minesweeper almost. Working your way through here, collecting all this stuff, and then having to fight her. You know what, I've leveled up a bit. I can probably do this one now. I'm probably strong enough to take her out. The first time I came through, I was like level 16, and she just stomped the ever-living crap out of me. But now I'm actually a little stronger than her, so I should be able to win this one without too much hassle. Alright. They're not even on the field yet. Neither of you are. Alright, so I'm just going to keep moving. Right there. Should get everybody. Alright.
ええ
正しい選択だね。バーカ。
さてあなたはどうする
Oh, they are on the field. They're just invisible.
行くわよ 行くわよ
I don't think I can see him right now. Alright, so she's not going to come at me. I'm going to have to charge her.
あなたはどうする
Well, let's get her attention. I want her to understand that I am not a fan of her. On a 40mm usually tells people we're not particularly fond of their shenanigans. Just gotta keep chipping away at her defenses. She's still got 7 points of defense, so... Now, what are you? Dark Wings. I'm not doing any damage to it from up here. Interesting. So let's go ahead and put a round into her then. Alright, so I'm getting flanked pretty well here. I need to start playing a little smarter. And these, I think, because she like debilitates me as her primary attack. And I think when I break those, I heal the attacks I'm getting from her. So... settle in for a longer fight against her instead of trying to rush it. AoE, defense down, and actually use my medic intelligently. Yeah, I'm not doing any damage to that thing at all, so I'll just keep pouring fire into her. I've almost got her right now, so... Alright, I should be able to get her this turn. Let's start. Damn, she's quick. Okay. I wasn't expecting her to reposition quite that quickly, but that's fine. I can... Yeah, she gets 2 movements. She can run in, curse me, run back out in the same turn. Well, now she gets grenaded in the face, so... Beautiful, beautiful. Oh, dearie me, oh, dearie me, oh, dearie me. Alright, so that takes care of that one. S rank, level 3, 24, 26. Yeah, I'm not going to continue with that one too much, not right now at any rate. Challenge mode, what am I looking at? Challenge mode. Level 50. Are you out of your damned minds? I'm not even in that neighborhood, so that one's not going to happen. Challenge mode part 2. Yeah, level 50s again. That's not going to be a thing I'm doing. You are 33s. You're significantly stronger than me. So I'll just keep autoing. Let's see, 1800, I can get the last of these. I probably won't be able to clear this completely with since I was a little late to this event. But I can definitely get a good chunk of the stuff from it. Alright, let's do another story mission. Do another story mission. I'll probably call the stream after this. Oh, I'll do 1, maybe 2, depending on how much jibber-jabbering takes place. If they're light on talking, heavy on getting the mission going, I'll get 2 of them done. Well, it can't really beat no talking, so that'll do fine. Gonna give me a bomb right there. Perfect. That's not what I clicked on. That's not even remotely what I clicked on. What are you doing, game? There's a wee bit of difference between concrete block and stack o dynamite. That's right there, and let's go. Alright, so that left side's going to collapse almost instantly. Let's see how much... If I'm lucky, it'll wipe them all out. Beautiful. Now let's see if she can hit Frogomatic. Nope. Get that frog off the high ground.
どいて。
Two crocodiles and a thorn. I hit one but not both. Shit. Target eliminated. Moving forward. Yay, I can finally go back and lie down. Being followed by some flavor of drone. Making nefarious beeping noises after me. After fending off the eel that had attacked along the way, Klukai walks aside while the team is rifting off.
予定した定時連絡時刻
You're
よ
calling
り
10 whole
10
hours
時間
later
も遅
than
れ
you're
てる
supposed to.
管理局にいる割に
After their time, oh my, it'll be so grumpy right off the bat. She is more than moderately foul-tempered. A lot of serious business to attend to, you know. It's quite understandable that I can't always check in with you on time.
ハイド404メンバー規則
Rules and regulations for Hyde 404 members, calls and meetings, Article 24. Yeah.
事情により会議の参
In
加
the
や
event of an
通信が
emergency,
困難な
participants
場合
must be informed of the
他の参
cancellation
加
of
者
a
や
meeting
通信
or
相手に理由を
call.
説明の上
Stated,
会議
and the
もしくは
rescheduled
通信
time
の
must
代替
be
時間を明確
confirmed.
もう一度繰り返そうか
Quoting regulations. Too many rules, Klukai. Who can remember them all?
あんたたち一人一
You
人
could all
が
hold
エ
yourself
リ
to
ー
the
ト
high
人形と
standards
しての
that
自
fit
覚を持って
them,
いれば
T-dolls. There wouldn't be
お
a
の
need
ずと
for
そ
so
んな
many
ルールも
rules. Comfortable enough even back when our rules were essentially half a page.
それは昔の
Whereas
話
then, now I'm the
今は
story.
私が隊長よ
And yet leader Klukai, the almighty lady, was getting the jitters because she couldn't get in touch with a humble little member like me.
誰が不安よ
Who was getting the jitters?
もういいわ
Never mind. Let's
本題に
get
入っ
down
て
to business. She's very good at getting under her skin so far. Only one to get her flustered thus far. Eva chuckles at Klukai's huffiness. Having succeeded in railing her up, she decides to call it a day.
映像記録は全部
If I had a look at the images you sent over, those rocks are indeed evidence of a perilous activity, a fact that's corroborated by Lena's
が残した
intel.
ものに間違
The
いないわ
decrease
ね
in the settlement were also dressed
集
as an
落の死者の服装
attire
も
that matched the uniforms of Paradius members.
おめでとう
So congrats, finally some concrete progress.
これの
Not
どこが
really
見せ
anything
たいの
worth celebrating.
進展がな
You're
くても
bothered by the lack of progress before, and you're upset now that it's confirmed to be Paradius. So hard to please, oh almighty leader Klukai.
口の聞き方がなってない
You
わ
know I'm the leader, then drop
Viva
that dizzy act and start taking this seriously.
それで
What has
Paradius
Paradius been up to in the
は一体
past
何を
few years? Have the
ネートが
Nidos
建築
started
学でも
studying
始めた
architecture?
まだ調査中だけ
We're
ど
still investigating the
Paradius
specific
が人間
details,
の
but one thing's
構
for
成員を洗脳
certain,
してるのは
Paradius
確
has
かよ
stepped up the brainwashing of their
洗
human
脳された
members,
人間は
who now
自身
refer to
のことを
themselves as
ユナイタスと呼んでるわ
Nidos. If I remember correctly from the short amount of playing I did from the first Girls Frontline game, Nidos were extremely high-end AIs created by AIs that were ludicrously powerful and not particularly fond of humanity, generally speaking.
あの石の山
The
だけ
scattered
ど
rocks probably looked like this before they were destroyed.
これは
That's a tower?
彼らの何らかの
Some
シ
sort
ン
of
ボルよ
totem. Paradius strengthens the unitates faith and
自
loyalty
分たち
using
の実
these,
験に利用しよう
so
と
they'd
し
be
た
more obligated or obliged to see the experiments.
何のために
What's the point if they want to force
従わ
people
せ
to
るだ
comply?
け
The
なら
Nidos force
ネー
is
トの
more
武
than
力
enough.
来るかいって
We
人
don't
間のこと
understand humans at all,
どう思ってない
Klukai.
の
We operate according to logic, but humans'
私た
actions
ち
are
は
often
意見に
compelled
従
by
って行動
emotions
する
and beliefs.
それに無
Rather
理や
than
り協力させ
subjecting
て
them to
突
experiments
発
by
的状
force
況
and
を
having
警
to look
戒
out
す
for
るよりも
insurrection that could
精
manifest
神
at
的に
any
制御
time.
した方が簡
It's
単で
much more
確実
effective
で
to
し
have
ょ
a spiritual hold on them, which eliminates the problem completely.
人形で例えるなら
To Make an analogy, it would be akin to overriding their protocols, like transferring their command authorizations from normal society to Paradis.
人間の学者にでも
Some
なった
kind
つ
of
もり
anthropologist.
来る会よりは詳しいかな。
I'm just a little more knowledgeable than you on this subject.
つまり
Some of the
パラディスは
words,
以前
Paradis
に
is
も増
even
して
trickier
厄
to
介にな
deal
った
with
って
than
ことね。
before. They're building cults from the significantly diminished number of human survivors after World War III. They're cultifying the ones out in these borderlands.
そうね。
That's right, they're basically well on their way to becoming an extremist group. Oneidas are only getting more powerful, and now they've recruited a bunch of deranged unitates.
レナとカリンは別の
Lena
調
is
査で
busy
手が回らない
investigating
の。
other things for Kalina, so I
私も
can't
ヘルプ
expect
に
any
出
help
てる
from
からもう
her.
忙しくて。
In fact, they need my help, so I've got my hands absolutely full at the moment. Thank goodness you're here to give a hand, Klukai.
そんなに危険なら
They're so
前に言
dangerous
ってた
when
もう
the
一組の
reinforcement
増
you
援は
promised
どう
arrive
もうすぐ
very soon.
来る会なら気に入ると思うよ。
え
What? Huh? Who? Near splitting burst of static, the comms line breaks
より
down.
によってこんな
Talk
時に
about bad timing. Eva just said, well, please, what kind of reinforcement will make her well pleased? 404 have always preferred to work on their own. The way Klukai sees it, seeking external help is a show of weakness. So she will never consider it an option unless absolutely necessary. 404 are extremely unlikely to accept aid from an outsider to begin with, and the chances of Klukai appreciating that aid are even more minuscule. Unless a figure appears in Klukai's neural cloud, but she soon dismisses the idea. No, it couldn't be him, or would have responded with feigned nonchalance. But even as Klukai refuses to entertain the possibility, she deliberately reduces her processing speed so that the figure can linger just a little longer in her neural cloud. Aww. In any case, she'd better ask for more clarification from Leva so that she won't be distracted from her mission because of any unnecessary expectations. Klukai, my data link with the server just got severed. It's at
信号
zero,
が
but
すごく
it's
弱
very
くなってる。しばらくよかったら
To
聞いてこよう
detract
か。
him about this, we're currently
今
using
は
the
調査
military
隊の
line.
軍用回線。私が行くわ。
Tomekti and Belka not to take unauthorized action. I'll discuss this with them. Two soldiers Demetrius talked to split into two groups and started the loading equipment onto their assigned vehicle.
隊の人数が減ると危険性が増す。受信増幅装置は最大出力。それとはっよし行け。
受信増
じゃなきゃこんな時にここはもともと電波が悪い上にコーラップスストームが頻発するエリアだ。上
We
と
will be
ツー
declaring
マンセルは危険よ。
Pairs isn't
この状
safe.
況だと
Split
4
it
人チ
back
ー
in
ム
groups of
当たり
4.
前だ。だが部隊にある良さ
Put
そう
up
な
with all
装
the
備
good
は全部
quality
持っ
gear.
それにな
One of my men is as good as
あ
three.
いつら
ここはレッドエリアにかなり
Close
近
to
い
the。red zone, the
今までと
environmental
は比べ
conditions are
物に
way
なら
more
ないほど
unpredictable
複
than
雑
what
な
we've
環境なのよ。
experienced so far. You really should
慎
be
重にな
more
るべき。
careful.
ガラクタに何がわかる。
You even reach the battlefield, you get shot into Swiss cheese,
戦場に出る手を
even with that fancy weapon of
無
yours.
駄口叩いてる
No
暇
time
があった
to
ら
yap, just spend it on
生
killing
き
you.
袋でもぶちのめしてきたら
Long-winded. As preparations are complete, the soldiers tasked with constructing the temporary base station split off from the main force and set out to carry out their mission. And the little drone is shadowing me still. Probably for blue-haired winch. Yep, blue sphere.
分散し
She
た部
doesn't
隊の
look very
追跡よ。
sphere-like. The blue, yeah, I get the blue, but she's not a sphere.
任務完了。みんな警戒を怠らないで。安全に帰還するまでは。
Alright then. Well, that's just about gonna do it for tonight. Cleared a whole bunch of cleared the first mission, started on the second, got a good chunk of the way through. 3 out of 11, not terrible. But that's gonna do it for tonight. Tomorrow we'll be back with something else. Have to wait and see till then. And, after talking about it for months and months and months and months, there is finally a Guns&Games X page up. There's no actual content over there, but I'm going to try and be updating the X page over there as I go live. So once I decide what I'm going to be playing daily, I'll be updating it there, and then you can, if you're more fond of checking over there, you can check there as opposed to just keeping an eye on the live rumbles to see what I'm going live with and when. I don't use social media really, so if I were you, I wouldn't expect a whole lot of content over there. At this point, it's just a way for, I guess it'd be a way for you to get in touch with us more directly. If there's a particular game you'd like to see us do on the channel or something else, you could drop those requests there, and I'll see them eventually. But we don't have, I mean, we're still growing, so we don't have like a social media manager or anything like that. It'll just be me checking it, or maybe Lurch checking it, between us doing assorted other things. But if you are more feeling more chatty through X than you would in Rumble, yeah, you can send us messages over there, and we'll likely even reply to them from time to time. But that will just about do it for tonight. Thanks for watching, folks. Thanks for stopping by. And I will see you lovely people in the next one.